We'll see what Ashtavakra says today. Nana matam maharshinam sadhunam yoginam tatha drishtva nirvedamapanna ko na shamyati manava कृत्वा मूर्ति परिज्ञानं चैतन्यस्य किं न किं गुरुः निर्वेद समता युक्त्या यस्तारयति संस्कृति पश्य भूत विकारांस्त्वं भूतमात्रान् यथार्थतः तत्क्षणाद् बन्धनिर्मुक्तः स्वरूपस्थो भविष्यति वासना एव संसार इति सर्वा विमुञ्चताः तत्यागो वासनात्यागात् स्थितिरध्ययतस्ततः Yesterday, Ashtavakra said, see, the joy is in the self. Where are you running? What you are running behind in the world? The essence of the world is divine. He arrested the mind from going into other things. But now, in the name of spiritual practices, one can still go from here to there, to there, to there. Says, Nana matam maharshinam sadhunam yoginam tata. Maharshis, yogis and saints, they all have different opinions. They all say different things. Now mind, this can become an excuse for the mind to still go on existing, jumping from one thing to another, from one guru to another guru, from one saint to another saint. Some saint comes, oh, I should go and see that saint, and I should go and see this Maharshi, I should go and see this person. Mind is again on the same trip. Ways of the saints are different, but what they say is the same. The way they say is different, but the substance is the same. It is the same divinity in different bodies. People who go from this person to that person, to that person, to that person, they are just caught up with the outer. They are not perceiving the reality as it is, the truth as it is. They are seeing the outer, the body and the behaviors and whatever, the methods and words. They are not looking beyond. They are not seeing the hollow empty. It is no better than going from other things, this thing to this thing to this thing to this. The jumping nature of mind still continuing. So Ashtavakra says, see, do everyone, every saint says in different manner. Their ways are different, their words are different, their methods are different. Everybody is different. No two enlightened people have said the same thing in the past. They have said, though they have said the same thing, not in the same way. Each one have said it in a different way. This craving, even in the field of spirituality, can be a hindrance for spirituality. Craving, oh, I want to take more, more, go to this saint, go to that saint, go to that saint. Collecting from everywhere. Ashtavakra says, one who has understood. Drishtva nirveda mapanna kona shamyati manava. If a man can see beyond the appearances and the reality and the divinity, the truth, that it is that hollow, empty divinity that is speaking through this body, he gets firmly established. He doesn't wander about here and there, here and there. It's enough. Yeah. Krishna says to Arjuna, because Arjuna's mind was always like monkey mind, jumping to this and this and this. Said, Mam ekam sharanam vraja. You surrender only to me. If you have surrendered to me, you have surrendered to everybody. Already it's finished. You sit here, you think of somebody else there. And you go to that ashram, sit there, you think of someone else there. This is what happens. Mind jumps. It compares. So, Mami kam sharanam vaja. Arrest this jumping tendency of the mind. Focus. Don't be shaken by different sayings and different ideas, opinions, methods, methodologies and ways of different Maharishis, saints and yogis. That can put you off. It can take the confidence off you. You are on a path and suddenly someone else says, some other devotee speaks to you, oh, I do this other technique and this is elevating me and this is giving me, I have reached the highest state. And immediately what has happened? Your consciousness is shaken. What has happened? A craving is, maybe I am not sufficient enough, I am not doing enough practice, maybe my technique is not all right, let me try this. So you go one after another, like that. Drishtva nirveda mapanna kona shamyati manava. Knowing it is the unknowable, it is the inexpressible that is here in the form of this Maharishi, Guru, Yogi, Saint. Knowing that it is inexpressible. Though in many ways it is said, still it remains inexpressible. By this, one is firmly established in oneself. Kritva murti parigyanam chaitanyasya nakim guruh nirveda samata yukta yasara yati samsrute. It's the divine that has come in front of you, taken a shape, form of a guru, and the outer form and the divinity inside that form this imperishable Chaitanya full of consciousness. It has become a need for you to experience that the divine God loves you so dearly. Though He has told you in so many ways, with the flowers, with the birds, and with the clouds, with the rain, and with all the friends and folks and relatives, still one is unable to experience the divinity. So the divine itself takes the form, in the form of a saint, Maharishi, Guru, Master, and then give you a glimpse of the reality, the truth, that the divine loves you very dearly, and in all manner, in all respects. And that consciousness is pervading, it's pervading, all pervading. That consciousness is the Master, is the divinity, is the Guru, is yourself. Usually in the beginning we recite a thing. See. Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagini Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurti Namah. Whether you call it God, Ishvara, the creator of the universe, which is unseen, unheard, heard and unseen, or say my very self, or say Guru, it is synonymous. It is expressed in creation for one's own benefit. Nirveda samata yukta sarayati samstute. With this, you rest, abide in yourself. With equanimity. Otherwise, the moment you think someone is more great or powerful and something, immediately what your balance is lost, you are behind, you are after gaining something. You see this? You are not established. You are not equanimous. See, this knowledge again is very precious and should be given only to those who have undergone already, surrendered themselves totally to the Master, and who has done already some practices. It's very important. Otherwise one can become so egoistic. Okay, why should I bow down to anybody? Everything is me, I am everybody. Why do I need to listen to anybody at all? No. When the difference has ceased to exist, he says, be established in the evenness of your being. Do not be shaken by it, even you look some powerful or some wisdom, power, knowledge, whatever. All that is inexpressible of the same. not even shaken by any glamour of any power or siddhis. Pashya bhuta vikaramstvam bhuta matran yathartata tat kshanad bandha nirmukta swarupasto bhavishyati. You will get into the self, into yourself. When you see all this distortion of consciousness, the entire universe is distortion of one consciousness, modification of one consciousness. Tat kshanad bandha nirmukta swarupasto bhavishyati. Don't get down from your royal seat. Don't be tempted by anything in this world, whether material or spiritual. That smile in your face, that evenness in you, that royalty in you will establish you in yourself, free from all bondages. There is two things. One is being humble, another is feeling low. It's very different. None of our practitioners or teachers or devotees, sadhaks here, should feel low at any cost in front of anybody. But be very humble in front of everyone. Maybe the Pope comes or some very great saint comes, one who is very well known all over, some very big person comes. How do you feel? Just imagine how you will be. You will feel as though you are nothing and they are everything. Would you or would you not? Then you have lost. You have lost. You forgot to see the hollow, empty unity inside that person, inside you, everywhere. Instead, you got caught up in the outer paraphernalia. You know, how big so many people come and the pomp and shows happen, and then garlands and the dress and whatever. Or you get lost in all these outer things. Do you see what I mean? This is very delicate. If you don't follow it properly, wake up. If you don't follow it properly, you will misinterpret me and you will miss the whole thing. You will take it in a very wrong sense. There is difference between feeling low, or as though you are low, and being humble. Do you get this point? How do you feel in front of a saint? Suppose a saint comes tomorrow or you go to some place. How do you feel then? Once I was touring and one saint came and a person, he saw me, he's an older man, said, what I should do? He says, should I bow down to you, or should I bless you, or should I hug you? What shall I do? I'm confused, he said. I just slapped him on his face. Said, is this a question to ask? Do whatever you want to do. He bowed down. And he said, yes, there is no need to ask such a question. But it was a fun. He laughed and laughed and laughed the whole time, and I slapped him, he said. People were shocked, and somebody was around me. But Panditji never behaved like this, that too with such an elderly saint. And he slapped in front of all the people on his cheek. He liked it. Once Kabir and Farid, they were contemporary saints. They stayed in the same, what do you call it, traveler's bungalow. Traveler's bungalow. But they never, then all the disciples of Farid and disciples of Kabir were so excited. They said, oh, two great saints are meeting today, and there must be something great happening. They may be having wonderful discussions, and we are going to have a feast of knowledge today. And they are all so excited. And nothing happened. 1 day, 2 day, 3rd day, they just looked at each other and even that smile, maybe not even a smile. But then 3rd day, both departed without saying even a word. It was so confusing for people. Everybody else said, why didn't you talk? There is no need for words. What is to talk? It is the same. He knows, I know, so there is no need to talk. Nothing happened. Never feel low in front of any holy, enlightened people you may meet after listening to Ashtavakra, after going through this. Never feel low, but be very humble. It's different. It's very different. Your humbleness, don't be stiff. It's very easy to misinterpret the whole knowledge. One can become very stiff. This is what has happened. Many saints, the sannyasis, are not supposed to bow down before anybody other than Shankaracharya. And people, many sannyasis, mistake it so thoroughly. They become so stiff. So stiff. They don't need to bow down to anybody other than Shankaracharya. And if they are some other group sannyasis, they don't even do that, not even to Shankaracharya. It's not the physical bowing down, but inner state of consciousness, hollow and empty and full of love, flowing consciousness. Recognition of the same divinity in everybody, all over. This is very supreme knowledge. Nobody says this, explains to it. People are afraid to even talk about Ashtavakra. He keeps everything open. The concern for the growth of a devotee into the divinity is all that is there with Ashtavakra. Everyone says, surrender only to me. A husband says to the wife, you surrender only to me. And wife says, you dare not look to anybody else. Surrender only to me. Same thing Krishna also says, Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. You surrender only to me, only one. It's a big difference. From the stand in which a wife tells or a husband tells, from where Krishna says, it's a big difference. Words are the same. Same words. Mam ekam sharanam vraja. Dare not look to anybody else. Surrender only to me. Intentions are different. Krishna is not interested in just making devotees, making more number of devotees or making followers. He was not interested in making followers. A true guru is not interested in making followers, but he is concerned for the growth of the person. His concern, all his concern is how well this mind, this flirting mind could be arrested and established in its source. This mind which is so blind, seeking here and there, could be put into itself and made it open its eye to itself. So Krishna says, Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. It is difficult to say that word, Mamekam, surrender only to me. Only a very hollow and empty person can say, yes, I am. Surrender to me. Otherwise it could be mistaken. In Buddha's time, Buddha could not say just surrender only to me. He says, Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. He said, bow down to the enlightened one. And then his Sangam Sharanam Gacchami. He said, bow down to the assembly of the practitioners, Sangam. Bow down to this assembly. Dharmam Sharanam Gacchami. He said, when both are not available, bow down to the righteousness, Dharma, religion. Because Buddha was dealing with all very intelligent, intellectual, highly sophisticated minds. Buddha had a very elite class of disciples. They were not just people from here and there. They are all highly educated, PhDs, doctorates, very sophisticated, and people who think they knew everything. Such people. So he had to tell them in a very different way. It also worked, not that it didn't. Because Arjuna was a friend and he knew Krishna quite somewhat. He knew him, or he thought he knew Krishna well. So Krishna could tell him, better you be with me totally. Said, I take care of everything for you. I'll take care of you. Yoga kshemam vahamya. You are striving to get something that you don't have, and you want to preserve what you have already gotten. Isn't it? I'll do both for you. I'll get you what you need, and I'll maintain what you have. Promises. I'll promise you. Such promises can come only either through a crazy mind or an enlightened mind. See, you cannot promise. See, otherwise one does not promise such promises. That enlightened being, so hollow, so empty. So an authority, with an authority one can speak. With the authority of the entire universe backing. That is the fight. The fight is always between the small little mind and the big universal mind. That's why we say Jai Gurudev, victory to the big mind. So happens so many times the small mind wins. Whenever the small mind wins, it is called misery. Result is misery. Inside you both are the big and small mind. It's like a mother goes with the child to a store, and the child goes on saying, I want this, I want this. Then sometimes mother says, all right, you have. She allows the child to have 1 or 2 chocolates more. And after eating more chocolates, it gets, oh, my tooth is hurting, I am feeling cough or cold, something. No, you can say, why did the mother at the first place allow child to eat more, then get sick? But the child was so adamant, the mother sometimes agreed, all right, go ahead, eat. And when it is sick also, then the mother cares the child. It is part of the game. In the same way, the big mind allows the small mind to play for a little while and win for a change. Okay, go ahead, win. But when it wins, it is miserable, it comes back to the big mind. Again the big mind. So I said, Jai Gurudev means victory to the Guru, victory to the big mind, victory to the infinity. Because when the big mind wins over the small, then even the failure of the smaller mind is a joy. It has always happened that way. Turn back and see, some of your failures have always been very good. It has made you progress somewhere, made you stronger. Vasana eva sansara iti sarvan vimunchata. Tatyago vasana tyagat stiti radya yatha tatha. What is your world? How big is your world? Have you ever thought about it? How big is my world? Huh? I thought about really. How big? Huh? How big? Your world is very small. Your world is bundle of your experiences. Have you observed this? You have been eating pizza maybe from your childhood. No, when you crave for food, you crave for only that food which you have had so many times. Pizza, you have eaten pizza. See, some Indians, you tell them pizza, it says, what pizza? Parota is much better, fresh. Dosa, they like masala dosa, much better than pizza. Pizza doesn't taste good. For Indians, their mind is, Hala? Pizza or masala dosa, they go for masala dosa better. Tasty, spicy, crunchy, munchy, everything. World is so big, but you have a set of experience, even food. And your mind is caught up into that. It shrinks to those experiences. And it remains with those experiences of food and doesn't expand, doesn't move forward, doesn't go further. What music you like? You started liking some set of music, whether Western or Eastern or jazz music, Hindustani or Carnatic music, or some one set of music, and then you like listening only those music. Other music you listen only because it's forced on you by some situation, circumstance. You try to listen, tolerate them. But if you are given by a chance for yourself, a choice for you, okay, what is the most beautiful music you will like? You will pick up that music which you have already always listened. Maybe Beatles, because you have listened them over and over again. I know many of you sing bhajans here, but in your room, in your headphones, there's Beatles going on. You enjoy, because your experience of music has a limitation. Your taste for music is again shrunk. Here people do. In radio, in India, it's very difficult for any programmers to make any programs in radio, because they have to make a balance about the national music, Hindustani, and the local music and the regional music. So they have made one thing. In the evening they put all languages music, one after another, and people wait for just that time. Okay, they have heard Kannada music, then they turn off the radio. They don't listen other music. Tamil, okay, Tamil songs, finished, turn off. The moment Hindustani music starts in the radio, people turn it off. Oh, what is it? It's crying. It's slow. Hindustani music is just opposite, goes very slow singing. Carnatic music is very fast singing, just opposite. Same thing in the north, you go to Delhi in the sea, Karnataka, you say, oh, it's so nice. You turn the radio off, TV off. People do not like to listen, because our experiences are shrunk. Our limitations, very little. Same with the smell, same with the fragrance, same with people. Isn't it? See, who are all in your thoughts? Only those people who have been in contact with you, in touch with you. Isn't it? friends, and the same friends will turn into enemies. Same enemies will turn into friends, because your world is so short, there is no space for anybody else to new friends or new enemies to come in. It is the same person turns friends, enemy, enemy, friend, enemy, friend, friend, enemy, because your mind is shrunk. It is only little, very little. Millions of people are coming into this world every day, and many, many people are going out of this world every day. And have you connected yourself with this entire world and all the people here? Let alone the other creatures, animals. At least people. At least people of one nation, one nationality. Or at least the people whom you have seen through your eyes and met and spoken. Do they all occupy your mind? No. Your world is so short, so limited. It is stuck with 1, 2, 3, 4. Not more than 4 people, in fact. These 4, 5 people reel in your mind and bother you and trouble you. They are going to die anyway. And you are going to follow them or precede them. Either way. And the whole world is going to finish. And you are so much bothered. This is called vasana. You have had some experience with them, pleasant or unpleasant, and those pleasant, unpleasant experience is stuck with super glue in the mind. Vasana eva sansara itiva vimunchita. Tatyago vasana tyaga stitiradya etha tatha. Drop these impressions of the past experiences of you with different people. Oh, so and so is so wonderful, and so many lifetimes she has been my soulmate, and I have been. And I never felt like that with anybody else before. Soulmates. When they talk in terms of lifetimes, not today's. Lifetimes. I feel very special, I never felt like this with anybody else. Mind goes. Empty talks. It's all the vasanas that propel you, your experiences that propel you to say those words. There is no weight behind those. Even when you tell somebody you love them, make sure you are not saying out of your vasana, your own cravings, your own impressions. Your own craving for some joy. You are telling, oh, I love you so much. What, you are really loving the person? Is it coming from your space of love or out of your craving? You will be wondering, you will see it's all because the vasanas, the impressions in you. True love will not bring sadness, sorrow, misery, problem. But vasanas, with vasana, tail is always attached. Pain, problem, misery, discomfort. When you drop the vasanas, when you drop all these past impressions from your mind, then you become free. Right now, he says, not so many lifetimes. He says, right now, this very moment. In no time, you become established. The world has ceased to exist for you in that limitation. The world has expanded, become bigger, bigger, bigger. This is very beautiful. It could be used as a technique. You know, when you feel you are stuck with somebody, some people, observe the nature. Many people have this problem with relationship. Always observe the nature. What is it? Stones, the trees. When you drive, see how vast this land is. When you go out, see bigger. Go further. And so many people have come here and gone. In so many bodies, the same consciousness has taken form like this. They have all died. This world is a burial ground. Everybody has died here. Come and go. Huh? And you are going to go. You are going to go alone. Then that moment, mind will relax, open up. All that misery drops from your mind. Just observe the nature, how big this world is, how big the universe is. Nothing is permanent here. Somebody is very beautiful, some boy, some girl, they have been very good to you, very loving to you. So what? They won't be here in another 50 years, 100 years, 200 years, where they will be in ashes. They are going to be ashes in 50 years or 100 years. They are ashes right now. You will be at peace. The vasana. Relax from the vasana. The being is immortal, the consciousness is immortal, the Guru is immortal. The Rishi, Maharshi is immortal. And so also you are immortal and eternal. Expand your world and your vasanas, shrunk vasanas will drop away. The world is so big to have more experience, be open to new experiences. Some masters in the past used to do that. They would say, whatever you would like, in the ashrams they would do. That is unpushed button actually. We have been very mild in pushing the buttons. We are touching the buttons, not pushing them much. They used to see, what is that you like? And whatever you like, they'll do just the opposite of it. And you have to like that. If you like silence, you will be put in a noisy place. If you like cleanliness, you will be put in a dirty place. If you are dirty, you will be punished to be clean, to be clean. You will be asked to wash 10 times a day. Dirty people, they will be asked to take bath 5 times, 8 times. Go again, take bath. Go again, take bath. Bathe 5 times a day. Go on washing. Just do the opposite. If you don't want to go, you'll be sent out. If you want to go, you'll be pulled and kept bound. Why this is done? They're not simply crazy. Why this is done? It's for your betterment. See that how small your mind is shrunk into that small little pocket of limited experience. Pull it out of it. How big the balloon is actually. But it's all shrunk in small rubber. It needs to be blown. See how big it is. If you love order, you will be given a chaotic situation. If you are chaotic in your nature, you will be disciplined to follow an order. This is made, that is unpushed buttons. It's a big job. Tatyago vasana tyaga stiti radya yatha tatha. That much for Ashtavakra. Can rest today. We'll go tomorrow more.